All right, what's up, good people? Welcome back. Gonna do a quick little video right quick. Just give a quick little run through what's going on. Uh, but we gonna get into football real soon. I got one more off-season video to do. About some deep stuff, so about astrology and how you could read the Bible by looking at the constellations. So we gonna get it. I want to do that before the football season start, and before the football season start, I want to run through predictions and stuff for the football season. All right, so last night we had the Los Angeles Sparks against the New York Liberty. New York Liberty, best team in basketball. All right, one of the best teams in basketball. They might be the best. I like the Minnesota Lynx too. They pretty good too. Going against probably the worst team in basketball, the Los Angeles Sparks. They was 6-24. Pitiful. All right. So I seen this that the New York Liberty, if they lost, will go 26-6. All right. Matter of fact, before we do the 26-6, it's 7-24. That's what really caught my eye. Was that they were 6-24. So I'm like, if they win, they could be 7-24, which is really I'm looking at it like 24/7, like time, right? 24/7, like time. So I'm like, all right, cool. It might be something there. Then I looked over and I seen that the Liberty could be 26-6. All right. So that's like 266. And that would be in respect for Pope Francis, Jorge Morio Berglio. All right. Pope Francis. He's the 266 Pope. Right. Current Pope of the Roman Catholic Church. So I was like, okay, we might got something going on here. 266 for the 266 Pope. I went and checked his birthday is December 17th. So I went from his birthday to the day of the game. It was 111 days from his birthday to the day of the game, right? New York equals triple ones and triple six. So I'm like, we really got something going on here. The Pope is pointing towards New York, and New York is pointing towards the Pope. So what's really going on? So I'm like, okay, this is an East Coast West Coast game. New York Liberty is traveling all the way to L.A., right? A lot like how Biggie went to L.A. Ended up getting smoked. All right, so I said, all right, let's see if Biggie's a part of this. So Biggie, born on May 21st, died March 9th. From his birthday to the day of the game, it was 266 days. I was like, well, hold on, wait a minute. Got something cooking here. All right. The greatest player to ever play for the Los Angeles Sparks is Candace Parker. Right? Candace Parker just retired this year, right? 38 years old. 38. Like the Pope is born on 12/17. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 7 is 8. You know, he got numerology of 38. So, yeah, her birthday is April 19th. So I went from April 19th to the day of the game. 131 days. All right. 131 is the 32nd prime number. And I looked over at the total games head to head that these teams have played right throughout the years. And I seen that the Los Angeles Sparks could go 32 and 33. Now, I've been looking at a lot of American history, right? The occultism in American history is 32 and 33. First of all, Magic Johnson wore number 32. West Coast, Lakers. Bird wore number 33. East Coast, Celtics. All right, so this 32 and 33, I kind of figured there was a connection there, but I could never really figure it out. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the white bird, like the dove that's in the Bible. You know, that's how Noah knew that God was around. And then Larry Bird was the one that said Michael Jordan is God in disguise or God in titty shoes or something like that. So yeah, I'm saying that the sports could get the 30-second win, right? Candace Parker, one of the most famous Los Angeles Sparks, 131 days after her birthday, the 30-second prime. I'm like, this is looking good. So yeah, we've been studying American history and the occultism behind it, right? U.S. dollar and the Freemasons. The Eagles' left wing, so that'd be the West Coast, the West side of the bird, right? His left wing got 32 feathers, numbers of degrees in Scottish Rite Freemasonry. The Eagle's right wing has 33 feathers. There exists a 33rd degree Mason for outstanding services. So, yeah, that 32 and 33, especially dealing with America, it's going to ring a bell. It's going to, all this raised my eyebrow. And Los Angeles Sparks was such big underdogs. It didn't take a lot of money to win big. So I was very happy after this. Right. And it was so layered, right? This thing was so layered. 26-6, the 7 and 24, which is 24/7, were representing time. Like it was so layered that it had to go. It had to work. And it did. And I was shocked. I was a little shocked because you taking the best team in the league going against the worst team in the league. That's really not supposed to happen. But it did. And that was cool. Right? From even Biggie was involved in this. That was crazy. Right? East Coast, West Coast, that bird, magic bird. That's the magic bird right there. Matter of fact, this is the magic bird. Right? It's two different forms of magic, right? Coming together, right? This is right. Magic Johnson, the Moor. Magic Johnson is the Moor, and Larry Bird, Celtic, Druid, European, coming together. I just showed that $1 bill on the last video. Two seals became one. That's why they put it on a $1 bill. All right, so that was a crazy riddle. All right. I like stuff that's layered like that. It's just it can't be one thing. Okay, this thing is here, and I'm gonna put my money on it. Now it gotta be layered, and it gotta look like nothing else could happen, but the Sparks get a win, right? Because the numerology was just perfect, right? The numerology was just perfect for this game. It's probably best game of the season. So I've been keeping track with Kamala, right? Because I predicted her to win, and she's connected to Oakland. So the Oakland Athletics been playing baseball. I had this guy, the young guy at work, was like, I was I was talking about betting on FanDuel. He was like, "What are you betting on? There's nothing going on." I'm looking at him. I looked at him so crazy. I'm like, baseball, MLB. He's like, yeah, okay. I'm like, that's one of the three major sports, man. How do you not know baseball's going on? I understand you don't watch it, but to not know it doesn't exist is crazy to me. But all right, anyway, Oakland Athletics, right? So she's connected to this team. This is 2 days ago, right? August 27th. Today's August 29th. So 2 days ago, August 27th, 54 days before Kamala Harris' birthday. Right. I got some stuff about Kamala Harris too. That's why I really started the live today, is to get on Kamala. All right. So 54 days before her birthday, right? The 54 been a big number, been a huge number, right? They go 54 for Sun, Jessica Order. Like I said, Magic Johnson, when he announced that he had, and it disappeared. So we ain't gonna worry about that. But yeah, 54 has been a big number. So 54 days till her birthday. Oakland A's get a win, and they actually won, scoring 5 points, and the Reds scored 4. And the Reds is the Queen City. It's one of the Queen cities. There's like three of them: Charlotte, North Carolina, Buffalo, New York, in Cincinnati, Ohio. All three Queen cities. All right, which is that's good to know because when Hillary Clinton ran, the Queen was still alive, so that would have been too much feminine energy. So now that there's a king, the Queen is dead. I think they're feeling more comfortable about letting her in. So her name and this election is just splitting people on YouTube. I was about to say the black community, but the black community don't. I mean, that's a non-existent community. Because black mean non-existent. It's splitting people down the middle, man. I kind of I seen it coming. This movie came out like 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago. This movie came out. The movie with Michael B. Jordan, Creed 3 came out. It had two brothers, face to face, just like this. And that Super Bowl that year was Patrick Mahomes going against Jalen Green, the Black Eagle. Right, he played Jalen Green, Philadelphia Eagles, made it to the Super Bowl. He had to go against this guy who looked like The Rock, Patrick Mahomes. So they was showing us, all this time that some division was coming, right? As you can see, this hole in the wall, right? They were saying some division that was coming. I was peeping it, and I was calling it out like something's going on, man. They keep on having, you know, dark people face off against each other, right? Brothers. I'm trying to keep from saying that B word, the black word, right? Black, that's a curse word. And that's what's going on right now because Kamala's dividing things up like I told you last time. They're making a big deal about if she black or not. You can't be the United States president and be black. I'm talking about you can't claim it's non-existent. Man. There's not a people called black people. And listen to these fools online. Oh man, they say black so much. And it's like it's tied to nothing. And it's like, I could do what I could try to do, but I ain't gonna be able to change nothing. They gonna keep saying it, bro. They are gonna wear that word out, worrying about if this woman is black or not. So I was trying to figure out what's up with the Harris Walls. All right. I'm like, here is Walls. But I don't think that's correct. Here is Walls. It leads me nowhere. All right. Just leads me nowhere. But take a look at this. Her name has 6 letters in it. His name has 4 letters in it, right? So like 64, like 1964, like the 1964 Civil Rights Bill, right? Like that took place 60 years before this election is about to take place, right? And it's the 60th presidential election. And then you spell out the N word, it equals 60, right? So yeah, 6 and 4. Now kick Walls out the way. Forget Walls. We ain't worried about Walls. We worry about Kamala Harris, right? Cool name. Kamala Harris. I showed y'all who the wrestler, the WWE wrestler, Kamala James Harris, right? And I said it was a big joke. He was the African wrestler, right? The Ugandan giant is what they called him. Kamala James Harris. So Kamala Harris. I'm like, okay. Somebody the other day said heir, right? Heir.
Heiress.
Like heir to the throne, right? Harris.
Heiress.
Heir is Harris.
Heiress.
A woman who is legally entitled to the property or rank of another on that person's death. A woman inheriting and continuing the legacy of a predecessor. Right? She is the heiress of the talent of her mother and grandmother, Harris,
heiress,
Kamala Harris. So she's an heiress, right? She's an heir to something. How about this? Kabbalah Harris. She's the Kabbalah.
heiress,
She's the Kabbalah Harris, right? Kabbalah, also spelled Kabbalah. Sometimes translated as mysticism, right? Like I said, these people who wrote the Bible was mystics. They encoded everything, right? Occult knowledge. And that's what we're gonna, metaphysics. We're gonna get into that. That's the video before football season kickoff. I want to do a little bit more metaphysics, right? And mysticism. All right. But okay, mysticism or occult knowledge it is a part of Jewish tradition that deals with the essence of God, whether a sacred text, an experience, or the way things work. Kabbalists believe that God moves in mysterious ways, and man, I agree with that because look, the gematria we use it comes from the Kabbalah. It comes from Jewish mysticism. All right, and then her husband, Kamala Harris' husband, he married to Kamala Harris, the 49th vice president. All right, he's the first husband, the second gentleman. Yeah, that's what they call it. He's a second gentleman in American federal history. He's also the first Jewish spouse of an American president or vice president of all time. So she's
heiress,
Kamala Harris, dealing with Jewish mysticism. She's married to a so-called Jew, right? We could say Jewish because ish means kind of, sort of, right? So, and they working that magic, man. They are working that magic. And what I'm saying, it's a divide between the brothers. I'm talking about the brothers from the Caribbeans, the brothers from Africa, uh, and Haiti, the brothers from Haiti. Tariq been calling them this name, Tethers, and little little did I know, Uncle Luke, right from Two Live Crew, he's from the Caribbean, and he been taking offense to this. So Luke is getting the beef going even more because he's coming in, and he's trying to beef with Tariq. So, and they both got huge followings. All right, Tariq more grassroots, Luke is more industry. All right, because Luke, matter of fact, the video gonna explain it.
It's been real in the field. Tariq Nasheed and Luke have been battling it out on social media, and it has looked like a Joe Frazier versus Ali fight. As you know, Luke has been simping so hard for Kamala Harris and the Democrats. He's been one of the shields that have obviously come against Brother Tariq to basically stop what Tariq and other pro-blacks are saying. Now, this is interesting because Luke, from 2016 to 2022, has been against Democrats. Look at this. I'm with Trump on this one. The Democrat Party don't give a damn about black people. Welcome to Luke.
Yeah, so he was just, you're a paid shield, Luke. You just need to go sit down somewhere, man, and just say that. Just say the Democrats paid me, man, because you wasn't feeling that way. However long ago this was, 2016, you weren't feeling that way 8 years ago.
Records. This is what he said in 2016. You're looking at it. In 2022, Luke posted this. African Americans get nothing from the Democratic Party. All they do is use us for our vote. But now in 2024,
and now we find out you ain't know us, motherfucker. This is the thing. Like I said, they got to take a little bit of U.S. history to come over here, but it ain't a lot. And we know history books lied. I wanted to play that Michael Jackson clip when he's talking about the history books lie. right? And we see how they railroaded his ass. But yeah, Luke don't know shit, man. And he, that's what I'm saying. It's a divide taking place, man. They're trying to show you right here. There's a divide. They've been working on it for a while, man. This is just me exposing it finally, but I've been seeing it happening, been seeing it coming. Right, ever since that Super Bowl when the Eagles played the Chiefs. Was that last year? 2 years ago? And these puppets, we're seeing it now, is really getting traction, yeah. It's really getting traction.
For Luke has said this to black men.
Message to all black men who left the Democratic Party for the MAGA Party. I'm going to offer you this one-time opportunity to come back. You can come back. You have until Sunday, 12 high noon. We'll take you back. We'll take you back. There's no more blue, no matter who. It's Kamala Mana, bang bang, Kamala Mana, bang bang. Coach.
Then he followed it up by saying this directly to Tariq Nasheed.
As a group of black men, and most of them hang out on Twitter, Tariq Nasheed.
Oh my God. I do not like him. I swear, I feel like he's an agent. An agent.
Yeah. At the end of the day, they get on there, they fool these people with these doctors and these books and all that, and they try and separate the black community. Mind you, here's a guy who talking about descendants of slaves, married to a white lady. Which I'm like, are y'all following him? You know what I'm saying? So I like.
Now, Tariq Nasheed didn't take that so well at all. So Tariq fired back with this particular post, because Luke and Two Live Crew had a song called Me So Horny. He says this, "Stay the music. I wonder when did Caribbean immigrant Luther Campbell fall off and become a lion shield for the Democrats? Did all the Two Live Crew checks dry up?"
He also had a song called Doo Brown. Like, ain't nobody taking Luke serious, man. Go sit your ass down, Luke. Tripping.
Is a struggle real? And this is Tariq Nasheed really making fun of Luke. But then Luke really destroys himself by basically saying that all of the artists that are selling sex in today's world owe him some money, like Sexy Red and the rest of them.
I need a check from Ice Spice. I need a check from Sexy Red. All the fucking girls, Megan Thee Stallion.
You think he really did something good for the community by giving us degenerate music? That's the crazy part.
Anybody that's running around shaking their ass. Male rap is on some shit right now. I'm sorry. The females are winning. They're doing everything that I did. I'm still waiting for these girls to send me a check. I need a check from Ice Spice, who turned her around and dropping it like it's hot and doo-doo browning. I need a check from her. I need a check from Sexy Red. That Red, my friend. My man Stan. Shouts out to Stan. Stan the man. I don't need a check from him. That's my dog. That's his record company. All the girls, Megan Thee Stallion, anybody that's running around shaking their ass, talking about pussy and dick on the record, y'all need to send me a check. Send me a check. Just stop by
This nigga
with
crazy.
a check and say, thank you, Uncle Luke, for allowing us fighting, going to the Supreme Court, allowing us to be able to say what we're saying on the records. And we're whooping these men right now because we're doing our thing. That's going to go viral.
And then here we go with the clapback. Tariq Nasheed decided to stick on that point. Thing that Luke and Two Live Crew did was present.
Luke, man.
Places you played yourself.
You played yourself, bro.
a certain level of degeneracy in hip hop, which African Americans at first were not trying to make it like that, but of course some did. And then Luke, he wants to take credit for creating that degeneracy. And Tariq Nasheed destroys him on this point.
I know Luke wasn't sitting around here talking about his accomplishments, and somebody sounded like they said he was sounding like he was drunk. He can't be bragging about all the things he did for Miami when damn near all of his artists accused him of ripping them off. I know he wasn't in there bragging about all he's doing for Miami, and his damn artists, damn near all of them, was complaining about him ripping them off. You there? Come on now, this is jealous tether babble. See, the thing is, fam, let's be real. Let's look back at hindsight. And Luke was a part of that big censorship thing that was going on, and the thing that was brought to the Supreme Court, which was a very important case. But let's look at all the other players that were in that mix. It was NWA and those people. All of that helped fuel that too. Ice-T, all of that helped fuel that censorship thing too. A lot of that was fueled by what was going on with NWA and Ice-T and all of that, and he just happened to go to court for it.
See, Luke know he can hide under that word black. See, if he would have came out and, we all knew he was Caribbean, we were like, oh, well, that degeneracy, we could attribute that to y'all. But that's why Luke want everybody to be following the word black. He's trying to bring us back. And, Tariq doing the same thing because the FBA, the B stand for black. If anything, FMA, Foundational Moorish American. You got to get rid of that word. It is what it is.
Because of the indecency thing that was going on with those records. And that was a very important case. But the thing is, let's be real. Let's look at the reality. What Luke has brought to the game. In hindsight, Luke brought a bunch of degeneracy to the culture. All of the coochie popping and all of that stuff. Yeah, it was cute and it was fun when we were little looking at that stuff because it was provocative. But, you dig? At the end of the day, let's look back in hindsight. Just look, when you get older and you look back, you're like, that didn't help us worth a damn.
Not a damn.
He brought some of that Caribbean degeneracy over here. Yeah? And how has that worked for us now? I think Luke was recently bragging about how Sexy Red and Glorilla, all the people rapping about coochie and booty and all that, they got to thank him and give him a check. That ain't no flex, to be honest.
It really ain't.
That's not a flex, to be honest. Now, transparency, I used to love the 2 Live Crew. Still, I like listening to that stuff, but we came up in the golden era, and that was in the golden era of hip-hop when there was a balance, all right? So, yeah, you had the degenerate stuff, but it was balanced out by the Rakims, the LLs, the Heavy D, Brand Nubian. It was balanced out by so much.
I'm going to have to really dig into hip-hop, man, because even, the S-Clan, they was trying to push the Africa stuff. So it's always been a plan, and it's always been, kind of guiding the people down the wrong path, I believe. Shout out to my brother Dante. Yo, appreciate that, brother. Yeah, everybody hit the like button, thumb up the button. Yeah, the thumbs up button, man. Peace, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, man, bruh, clip that part, the Kabbalah
Harris.
Y'all gotta clip that, share that part. You gotta share the whole thing, but clip that part. Kabbalah Harris. She's the heir.